Neodymium: Its Uses and Consequences, presented by Campbell Thompson. Neodymium is the 60th element in the periodic table. It was discovered in 1885 by Karl Auer von Welsbach and is one of the rare earth elements. Neodymium is half as abundant as copper and twice as abundant as lead in the Earth's crust. Only 3 other rare earth elements are more plentiful than neodymium, making it pretty common. Neodymium is one of the most vital and important elements in our technological age. While 200 years ago, neodymium was only used for coloring glass, there is neodymium everywhere around us today, and our society relies on it very heavily. Many compounds of neodymium are used in all our technology. Neodymium can be combined with iron and boron to make neodymium iron boron. Creative name, I know, but this compound is the strongest permanent magnet in the world. This compound, along with neodymium stabilized yttrium aluminum garnet, are present in many technologies, such as welder's goggles, computer hard drives, wind turbines, lasers, stained glass, electric cars, and more. However vital neodymium may be, there are downsides as well. According to Nature.com, rare earth elements such as neodymium and samarium are essential to the magnets of wind turbines and electric motors, and the Harvard International Review estimates that the demand for dysprosium and neodymium is estimated to increase 7 to 26 times over the next 25 years as a result of the use of electric vehicles and wind turbines. This means that people value neodymium a lot. In our pursuit of neodymium, we are destroying the Earth. There are 2 primary methods for rare earth mining, and both of which release lots of toxic chemicals into the environment. For every ton of rare earth produced, the mining process yields 13 kilograms of dust, 9,600 to 12,000 cubic meters of waste gas, 75 cubic meters of wastewater, and 1 ton of radioactive residue. Overall, for every ton of rare earth produced, 2,000 tons of toxic waste are produced. So that means rare earths are produced in a 1 to 2,000 ratio to their waste. The largest proprietor of global rare earth mining is China. According to Nature.com, China, amongst other countries, are exploiting countries in Africa and South America for their resources at the cost of environmental health. As global demand has surged in recent years for rare earth elements, fears have grown that in China, which accounts for more than 90% of rare earth output, will withhold supplies and use their monopoly to hurt other nations. Nicholas Leadbeater, a chemist at the University of Connecticut, says that as the world hungers for these elements increases, the waste is going to increase. In 2012, China's State Council reported many bad things, like that the country's rare earth operations are causing increasingly significant environmental problems. A half-century of rare earths mining and processing has severely damaged surface vegetation, caused soil erosion, pollution, and acidification, and even reduced or eliminated food crop output. They also reported that these rare earth plants typically produce a lot of wastewater with a high concentration of radioactive residues. This has also led to workers suffering from complications due to these toxic chemicals. In China, worker safety is not prioritized or monitored in these mines, resulting in skin irritation, disruptions in the respiratory, nervous, and cardiovascular systems. Human rights abuses have been reported throughout mines in these areas as laborers are overworked and underpaid. The most infamous mine in China is Bayan Obo, the largest rare earth mine in the world. Even more infamous than the mine itself is its tailing pond that it produced. There are over 70,000 tons of radioactive thorium stored in the area. This has become a larger issue recently because the tailing pond lacks proper lining, and the contents seep into the groundwater and will eventually hit the Yellow River, which goes through much of China and is a key source of drinking water. The village of Lingbeizen in southern Jiangxi province has leaching ponds and wastewater pools exposed to open air, and the toxic chemicals have gotten into the groundwater and waterways since they are left unmonitored and the waterways are vulnerable to the whims of nature. In another mine, so much wastewater was created that China had to build a treatment facility to clean 40,000 tons of wastewater per day before letting the water flow back into the river. China's lax environmental standards have enabled it to produce rare earth at roughly a third of the price of its international competitors, but at the cost of the health and safety of the environment and the people that live in there. Next time you hop in an electric car or drive by some wind turbines, think about what's powering them and how you can help your environment be more cost effective and save from being destroyed. Thank you for learning with me. Here are the sources I used in this presentation if you would like to go look for yourself.